Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining me in the studio is Amy Marschak, the Poet Laureate of the North Pole. Welcome back, Amy.
Thank you so much.
And you're making our atmosphere so festive. Like, now that Thanksgiving is behind us, we can really get into the holiday season.
Oh yeah, this is the time. I mean, you can always have the Christmas spirit, the holiday spirit any time of year, but this is your time of the year that everyone goes, yes! So the lights come up, the trees go out, and people celebrate what they like to celebrate.
Well, one of the things that we love here at TV8 are dogs. We're very pro dogs. And you have this great poem, If a Dog Stops Playing. And I wanted to ask you about that poem. Where did that come from?
Well, I think so many times in our life, when we get older, we're like, oh no, I just have to be serious. And I know it's not the mountain way, because we ski, we snowboard and stuff like that, but a lot of times, maybe when you're not at the mountain, you forget. And I just thought, well, you would never want a dog to stop playing, so why should we stop playing?
And that seems to really go with this theme now of your newest posting as the Poet Laureate of the North Pole, which is all about joy all year long.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's taking that moment and just really being present with it and just seeing all the amazing things around, like the beautiful trees, the beautiful skiing, the beautiful riding. It's just the beautiful family you have.
Well, we started to talk a little bit about the North Pole and the atmosphere there. So let's go back to that and just maybe describe for us a little bit more about the North Pole. What would we be surprised about if we were to go up there?
It's prettier than you can possibly imagine. I mean, you could see the pictures, but it's just the way the snow sparkles up there. It's like millions of diamonds and everything's covered with snow. And oh gosh, the desserts up there, they're incredible.
I was going to ask you what they eat because for some reason I think they're vegetarians.
Oh dear. Well, basically when I was there, it was a lot of desserts.
Okay.
It was so very much vegetarian desserts. There was this white chocolate mousse that had hazelnut layers and candy cane sprinkles. That was my favorite. But just all this incredible desserts, which is, you know, how Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus keep their figure.
And what kind of poetry did you share with the Clauses and their elves?
Oh, thanks. It was all improv.
Okay.
Yeah. So they asked for poems about happiness and joy and about their reindeer and about the elves. And actually sometimes when I do the poems, I get people to sing along, and they were singing along with some of the poems. So it was just so fantastic.
I imagine elves have high-pitched voices. Is that an unfair characterization?
It is. It
Okay.
is. They don't all have high voices. Some do, some don't. Just like people. Some people have high voices, some don't.
And did they want to talk about snow at all?
Oh, they love snow. Like
Okay.
there's snowball fights and throwing snow and making snow angels and incredible snow sculptures. That's something else you'd be surprised about. There's these beautiful sculptures, but I guess when you think about what elves do and how they're so great at their craft that maybe it's not so incredible they have amazing snow sculptures.
And there's no hard feelings between the elves and the reindeer that the reindeer get to fly and the elves don't?
Well, you know, it's amazing at the North Pole, so elves sometimes they get to fly.
They get to
Yeah,
hitch a ride?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Maybe they take the sleigh out or on practice runs and things like that?
They don't call it practice runs, they're called fun runs.
Fun runs,
Absolutely,
of course they are.
So they get to fly around and everyone's just laughing there. It's such a happy place.
So can I give you 3 words and have
Absolutely.
you come up with a poem for me?
Absolutely, I got my chalkboard ready, so what would you like the words to be?
Okay, the first word's got to be squirrel,
Okay.
because I love that word. And let's do ice
Ice, okay.
and chocolate.
Chocolate. You got it. my chalkboard doesn't have spell check.
That's okay. I don't have it either.
Okay. Okay, so I'll stand up for this.
Okay.
Okay. So would you like it regular or would you like it Shakespeare-esque?
Regular.
Okay. A poem about squirrels, ice, and chocolate. Not necessarily in that particular order. I have a smile upon my face. There is beautiful ice all over the place, and it glistens and glows too. And I'm not the only one who's happy about it. No can do. There's this little squirrel, and it decides to go out on the ice for a little whirl, and what you might not know, it starts to glide and skate and just be so happy and then it jumps up and down and spins all around, and all the squirrel friends come out too, and they play a little bit of soccer on the ice with snowballs going. It's such an amazing day. The only thing that would make it better this way is if I take out a touch of white chocolate too and chew on it and say, this is exactly what I want to do.
So good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
and
much.
thank you for joining us and sharing with us your holiday cheer.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Congratulations on your new posting.
Oh, thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Thank you so much. This has been Amy Marschak. She is the Poet Laureate of the North Pole. Stay tuned. We've got more Good Morning Vail coming your way.